Good evening, I'm Keith Kate.
And I'm Jennifer Lee. Thank you for joining us tonight. Drunk, disorderly, and disrespectful. Those are the words used to describe a Pinellas County detective at a Mothers Against Drunk Driving conference. At the time, Michael Saliga was on the DUI squad. News Channel 8's Peter Bernard talked to the sheriff about this pretty upsetting incident. Peter?
Good evening, Jen. This is a guy who went to the MAD conference to get an award. Instead, this memorandum spells out how he got drunk and lashed out at a Bay Area police chief who tried to warn him. July 24th, a MAD conference at the Hyatt Regency Pier 66 Hotel in Fort Lauderdale. Participants gathered for training and for some to receive awards for their roles in keeping drunks off the roads. One of those recipients, then Pinellas Sheriff DUI squad member Michael Saliga. Gulfport Police Chief Robert Vincent, also at the conference, noticed Saliga was drunk.
I approached him and I said, "You probably don't want to be here. This isn't appropriate." He didn't agree.
And began to mouth off, calling the chief dude and saying, "I don't work for you and I don't have to answer to you." In this exclusive interview with Pinellas Sheriff Bob Qualtieri, he tells me he suspended Saliga for 1 day and not more because he's a good detective who made a mistake. You think he's going to get the word and straighten up?
Well, I think so, and that's, of course, all the feedback, and that's one of the reasons why we went with the discipline that we did. He's no longer in the DUI unit, and that it was a lapse in judgment. He gets it.
The sheriff tells me he had a hard time believing a detective would show up at a MAD conference drunk.
And it was wrong. It was just, again, one of the most ridiculous things I've heard of, and when I first heard about it, that was my reaction, is that, come on, you got to be kidding me, really?
It's shocking behavior, and it's also disappointing.
Former Pinellas MAD president Tom Carey thinks the sheriff did the right thing.
For someone in a law enforcement position to be drinking at a MAD convention definitely sends the wrong message.
Absolutely. And besides that day off without pay, the detective had to write a letter of apology to the Gulfport chief of police. Jen?
Okay, so he got a day suspension. What was the maximum punishment he could have faced for this kind of thing?
It ranges between a letter of reprimand and a maximum of 3 days. So the sheriff kind of went in between at 1 day, and he's already served it.
All right, Peter Bernard, live in Largo for us tonight. Thank you.